Oh shit. New book, gotta read it because I gotta do some good cheese. Oh, that sounds like it's tricky. Yeah, it's one of those ones. Right. Okay, so, sorry, I just had to make sure I wasn't going completely bonkers. So, let's see. I promised there was going to be videos. A lot. Last year. There will be a video detailing pretty much 90% of what happened last year. And I mean, I was lazy. Still am lazy. But there was a video supposed to be coming out last year, but something happened at the start of last year that kind of made it, well, let's just say there's multiple steps to fixing the problem, and that problem isn't going to be fixed overnight. What have we got? Yeah, alright, that video will be on another YouTuber's channel, because I'm also intrigued as to why they have suddenly dropped off the perch. But I called them the other day because I was inquiring why, and turns out that, well, I didn't talk to him about it, but hey, turns out he's alive. Who knew? We'll get into that one. Let's see. So let's not worry about the who's, the whys, what's caused everything. Let's just get into what we're gonna do. Just recently, I purchased and acquired a cheaper camera. This camera's gonna do some heavy lifting. With that camera, I'm going to do a video that sort of, hey look, an item that is polished. This one is polished. There's another one that is not so polished. Bit hard to tell the difference. Oh, there you go. Couldn't help myself. I just had to do that. So that's an example of a video. Like how much work goes into that sort of a look. Look, that doesn't make much sense. We'll run with that. Give me like 20 seconds. I mean, not even that. Hello. Ow, my knee. Yep, it's thawing now. Okay. Sorry, it does seem a little bit random what I'm talking about, but I'm talking to someone else about something commonly referred to as mince, commonly referred to make spaghetti bolognese. Sorry. So, what was I up to? First camera. Oh my god, look at that. Then I said that there was those lovely containers. Not sure what they're for. Find out. There is also a weapon that I need to fix, that I need to inquire about. Make sure that people are like, okay, yeah, like I know what I'm doing. I've done one side of the weapon. Both sides did the same thing, because it would have been a thrusting point that caused the situation. So I've fixed the one half, letting that cure, and I'm still letting it cure because it is cold, which means it won't cure the same, won't be the same rate of curing as during the middle of summer kind of thing. But there's a video on, there will be a video on that one. I have to get the information from the Engineers Guild first. There's also going to be making an Ankh and a Scepter, a WAS Scepter. There's going to be a video on those, like using this, because of things. Otherwise I might be able to actually get my hands on a charging cable, maybe. That leads into this one. Okay, so Stormglow was going to come back on the 14th of July. I mean, it's not yet the 14th of July, but it's close enough. It's the 14th of July. And it would have been great had we actually gotten it. But we didn't. This shite happened. But this camera, I want to get a GoPro, same camera, because there. that will be where the camera sits. It sits. There's going to be people in the group that are going to turn around and say, I am copying someone else. You've seen this video. I'm not copying. This bugger just got to it before I did. If you copy someone, it means that you've taken their idea and trying to use it as your own. I had this idea. Back when I first started, I noticed, oh yeah, they're using their phones. But this is on the sideline. They're not seeing what's actually going on between people. It's a bit hard to see what's going on between people. So maybe they want some more information. Hey, I might see what I can do to get another camera to be able to do it. Yeah, someone else actually had the same idea later and was able to purchase the item sooner, and it starts either, hey, you heard my idea or something, I don't know, I don't care. Just know that this is a cheap interim until I get a high quality camera that can do the same thing, i.e. GoPro, because that's what it's designed for. And that if anyone says that I copied, in saying that, there's no real way to actually make it sound nice and clean. So Stormglow is a LARP. It's live action roleplay. We all know this. Yes? No? Sort of? Right. I have video games that I'm looking to record. I have video games that I have that I'm not going to record. I'm going to put the list up in around about mid-August. Mid-August of the games, because I should hopefully have a little bit more of an idea of what's going on with everything. And, I mean, how do I put it? There's games that have already been done to, like, a whole level of no pointedness. And then there's the games that will not translate as well my gameplay to recording. Just because we're looking at my way of playing the game would be very slow in the game or whatever. So there's no point me recording that kind of thing. Yeah. There's games that would do really well as a recorded game, but I can't do them without a guide. And I mean, I can get a guide, no worries. But without getting a guide, but even with a guide, it's going to take ages to do. And I mean, you play the game, it takes you 7-8 hours to play, do one partition of the game. And 7-8 hours of playing the game, following the guide, making sure you do not miss a single step. But also, editing that video would then take around about 24 to 36 hours. And there's a lot of games that I want to play, and I'll have to do that editing shenanigans from now. I get a high-end computer, laptop. I mean, it's got to be a laptop, because, I mean, why not? But laptop, oh my god, I can record and edit and upload. There is, in the time, there will be Breath of Fire 3. What I can do that one. Oh shit, I only need another 3 more of these, and I can do Magic the Gathering. Anyways, just realised I finally have my first piece of puzzle. Right. So, that's games. Right. Now I said the first videos are going, like the first videos, not the first videos being recorded, but probably will be with this one, because I need to. Right, these go to the Dragon's Den, as in Salazar's Dragon's Den. I'm selling things. This is one of the items that I'll end up having to sell. I have no need for it. It'll either be, I find out what it's for, write it down, probably put a visual thing of it, like a hieroglyph, a picture of it, so I know what it is, I know how much it's worth, sell that. And if it is not usable as a feasting kit item because of reasons, no, I don't have a torch there, no, there we go. So I have this, I want to sell it, I don't know who I'm going to sell it to. Now, I would use a camera, but I cannot be bothered right now. I have a box. That box is filled with goodies. That box I will not be taking with me to each fight night. I will only take with me to weekend events and major events that kind of would make sense for me to have the box, to carry the box, to sell the stuff in the box. On Facebook, I made a second page. So there's RD13 and then there's Salazar's Dragon's Den. I will, when I do the first video and edit it, clean it up, and then upload it to make sure it's up, I will then put a link to the Dragon's Den's page so that you guys can start seeing some of the stuff that's been done and what's sold. I'm going to be putting everything up onto that page as, say it's a whole feasting kit, say it's like all this, say I have a complete set, as in I have plate, bowl, cup, knife, fork, spoon. That's a whole set. It's not to be sold separately. And I'm selling that for $50. Now, I'll tell you right now, for a full medieval kit, $50, tankard and everything, like the whole works. If someone says, no, that's too much, it's like, you're not going to find anything cheaper unless you buy every partition to it separate. And I'm going to make sure all this shit is a full set. Now I'm going to do full sets. I'm going to make and buy basically stuff to make full sets that actually work. But anyways, it's going to have the shit prices because COVID-19 is now a thing. Even though highly viral, highly infectious diseases have always been a thing. Highly deadly, extremely deadly have always been a thing. They just don't pop up every year. They pop up once every like 10 to 100 years. I mean, I'm not going to put in the explanation for that one. But the prices and like the photo of it, prices of it, anything else that needs to go with it on the page, any videos that are required to understand what's going on will be on the channel. But then there'll also be a slightly cut down, condensed version of it on the page. I've got a few steps that I've got to do for you guys to understand what's going on. Did I change that, or is that still white? Now, I've spoken to, this is, whew, give me a sec. Right, okay, so, the last point, mint. So, I have, for Stormglow, Salazar Draconis. I've already made his character story, I've already made his character arc, the character arc. And I am going to then have a separate character video. So, this character video will be up on the channel. I will also do the other character that I plan on doing. And if I get permissions and other people want to do their character, these character videos are, who are you? I'm so-and-so, and what do you do? Well, I mean, I run with this warband, and why do I run with this warband? Well, let's figure that one out. Why do you run with this warband? I mean, I like money. I like booze. I like women. I like treasure. I like hoarding of things. I like to steal. I like women's. See how it works? Kind of. And then say the other person that might actually be okay with it will be, so, who are you? I'm so-and-so, and you run with this warband, we know this, but why? I don't know. I look like I fit in, and I feel like I fit in, but that's all I know. That's literally okay. But if we get the expansion on other people, certain other people, it will in theory makes sense if I get enough people keen on that one. And I don't want to just do the one warband. I want people from different warbands. And then different townships in their warbands. So I'm going to request a few wolves to, hey, shouldn't have done that. I'm going to request a few wolves to rock up out of nowhere kind of thing and do this once I've shown it. And then a couple of Talkender and what have you, and dressed up in their character and what have you. Because at the end of the day, we are looking at, well, we need to flesh out the storyline, we need to flesh out what everyone enjoys. Sorry. The other thing that is relatable to this, so quite a few years ago, I say quite a few because it's like 4 or 5 years now, I did a couple of character videos on characters from games. And I didn't know how important colour was until very recently, and let's just say it is very important. And I hope to address that. I actually do a lot of research into each character, write it all down. It's not going to be on this book, it's going to be in a big chunky book that I have in storage. Yeah. Half of my shite's in storage and the other half is a mess. Yeah, who'd have thunk it? So pretty much all my stuff will be done. The character videos, I'm hoping enough people are going to do it. Yeah, okay. Just so that we clean off like now, because it's been nearly 20 minutes. Let me just, there we go. So, to have a quick recap, going to be going out of town to where I'm living at the moment to do a video, as well as do some paperwork and stuff like that, to find out what happened in the past 12 months, 12 to 18 months, maybe 2 years, depends on how important each step is, as to all the other steps, what there might be, we'll find out, as to the absence of videos and why the videos have gotten shite or why they've suddenly gotten better or whatever. Same for the other person, quick video on them, quick video on mine, sort of. We have a new camera that will have a few videos, quite a few videos coming up from it, hopefully from it alone. If I can get the other camera up and running, oh my god, I can have 2 cameras doing stuff, maybe even 3, because the tablet, and then 4, because the phone, it's a good phone, it's actually a decent phone. But I need this one because then I can actually do that. Put it on here, I'm working here, you can see it. Hopefully it actually does what I want it to do. Hopefully I'll take a squiz into it and see how it works. Then of course with them, Stormglow, like live action role playing, my character, blah blah blah, needs to be this. Anyone that argues says, copying? No, I've had this idea for quite some time, right? So piss off if you think I'm copying. I do have games in planning. I do have a list of games that I will, games that I have, games that I will play, 2 separate lists, and record, sorry. That's a list entirely separate to the Stormglow, because Stormglow, once it goes back, it'll either be once a month, once a fortnight, once a week, whatever, we'll find out. If it goes back to once a week, there is no guarantee I'll be there every week. And I don't exactly plan on making it every week because I live out of town and I'd have to get quite a bit of stuff all sorted out ahead of time. Like I'd have to start now to find out what's going on in 6 months' time to have everything sorted out. Fuck that. Truck that, sorry. Next one is Salazar's. Then we'll have photos, possibly some videos of the items that has been sold and their prices. COVID-19, alright? COVID-19, I'm not lugging the box. That's the main issue, is the box of the goodies. I cannot physically lug it around. I mean, if I had a car and that car had permanent space for it, yeah, maybe I'd be able to chuck it in every time I went to LARP, but not at this point. And even still, I'm sitting around about 7 or 8 kilos at the moment, and 7, 8 kilos doesn't sound like much, but it does weigh, that's enough to actually affect fuel consumption by, it doesn't sound like much, but I mean, 80, 90, you drive for an hour at 80 to 110 kilometers an hour, and it does rack up a little bit. You do that trip every week, it racks up a lot. Yeah, like a couple of kilos doesn't sound like much, but every kilo does matter. And then the last point is there's going to be character videos, both Stormglow characters and video game characters, and possibly other characters from other things like books and movies if people want me to do it and I can figure it out. But I'll stick with what I do know. Yeah, for now, stick with what I know so you guys get better, higher quality information. Yeah, that sounds okay. I think I will put that there, done. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. Right, I'm going to get back to what I was doing. And I'm just going to say, you guys, before I do leave, there are 3 things you need to know. Oh, sorry, I found nail polish and was seeing if it still worked, because character. The Grey Man. If you like the video, or you like a video, you like the video so you can show your friends later, so you can friend. Jeez, that was crap English. If you like a video, there will be a list of the videos that you've liked that you can then pull to show from, for frig's sake, you get a list of videos that you've liked. That list you can then use to show your friends the videos that you like, you want them to see. If you comment on it, then any updates to that video and such you should find out. And I mean, if you give useful comments, then you might find that the YouTuber actually can make use of them and ends up using them and try it. What's the last one? Oh yeah, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, you subscribe. Then you put the bell notification if you particularly like that YouTuber or whatever reason. Just subscribe, then you can look through your list of subscribed YouTubers. Hopefully, find what you're looking for. Right, I'm getting hungry. It's getting late, and I have Pokemons to train. So I will see you guys in the next video. I've been your host, Darrowd13. Sorry about rambling, and I am out. Bye.